Joe Rogan is 58 years old, yet he's stronger, fitter, and has more muscle than most people half his age. Surprisingly, he's not spending hours doing random workouts every day. Instead, he focuses on a few powerful movements that could replace a whole workout. So I tracked down every session he's ever documented and found 3 specific exercises. To really understand and replicate this, it's crucial to know every one of these 3, and the first one starts with the Turkish Get Up. Joe Rogan mentioned this exercise in an old Instagram post, saying that it's one of his favorite kettlebell movements. And I trust Rogan with this one because once you understand what this exercise actually does to your body, there's a good chance it might become your favorite too. But let me first explain how to do it. Since there are a lot of people out there who explain this exercise completely wrong, let me help you get it right. So, start by lying flat on your back. Hold a kettlebell in one hand, or whatever weight you want to use. A dumbbell or a backpack with weight also works fine. Arm locked out, pointing straight up at the ceiling. On that same side, bend your knee and keep your foot flat on the ground. Your other arm and leg should be spread out at a 45-degree angle, like a kickstand, holding you steady. Now from here, slowly roll up onto your elbow. Then press yourself up onto your hand, palm flat on the floor. Next, lift your hips up into a bridge. I like to call it a bridge, but call it however you want. From there, sweep your free leg underneath you, getting into a half kneeling position, and then stand all the way up. That whole time, do not take your eyes off the kettlebell, or whatever you're using instead of the kettlebell. Then just reverse everything, step by step, all the way back down, under control. That is 1 rep. Now I know it sounds complicated in the beginning, but after a few tries, it's the same as brushing your teeth. One of my friends explained it in the simplest way possible. He said, imagine you fell asleep on the floor holding a kettlebell and someone tells you to get up, but you're not allowed to put it down. That's literally what this is. But seriously, don't rush this movement. You might end up with muscle cramps, and oh boy, that hurts way more than you'd expect. And to make it easier for you, if you've never done this before, you should start with what's called a naked get up. Take off your clothes and then, nah, I'm joking. You could totally do it naked, but anyways, that's not what I meant. It just means doing the entire movement without any weight, because if you can't do it clean with just your body, adding a kettlebell will only make every small mistake that much worse. So please, start simple. Now you might be wondering, why does Joe Rogan even do this? I mean, if you really think about it, the answer is kind of obvious. From the moment you're lying on the floor all the way until you're standing up, almost every part of your body is working. And that's exactly why he says it's not glamorous. It's an awkward series of movements, but it's awesome for developing real usable strength, especially for balancing things. And it doesn't stop there. This one movement trains your shoulders, your core, your hips, your balance, your rotation, even your grip strength, all in one go. However, Coach Barron recommends keeping it controlled, around 3 to 5 reps per side and only 2 to 3 times a week. Just like that, we're done with the first one, but it only gets better from here. The next one is called the Goblet Squat. Hold a kettlebell right up at your chest, feet about shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out. Now just squat down as low as you comfortably can. Just go low enough that you stay in control without actually touching down. After that, drive back up. That's it. Now you might be thinking, what if I don't have a kettlebell? Like I said earlier, you don't actually need one. Does it make the exercise easier with a kettlebell? Yes. But do you get the same output with a backpack or a dumbbell? Also yes, so it doesn't matter at all. Just grab a small bag, throw some weight in it, and you're good to go, and its advantages speak for itself. This one movement can pretty much carry your entire leg day. A 2021 study even showed that goblet squats can build quad strength similar to barbell squats, but with way less stress on your spine and knees. And it makes sense because the weight is in front of you. Your body naturally stays upright. Your knees track properly without you overthinking it. It's almost like learning to drive in an empty parking lot before you go out on a busy road. Your body just learns what a perfect squat feels like. So when you eventually go heavier, the movement is already locked in. Further research shows that within just 6 weeks of adding this one movement to the workout, it brought real strength and power gain. Plus, you're hitting your quads, glutes, hamstrings, core, even your forearms and upper back all at once. I mean, if you ask me, it's way smarter to do one solid movement like this than 6 random exercises with half the impact. Keep this one simple. Around 3 sets of 8 reps, 2 to 3 times a week, and give yourself at least a day of rest in between. And on the rest days, you can click the like and subscribe button. It's really good for the hands. So now you've got one movement that covers your upper body, and one that can handle your entire leg day. And the third one? This one's interesting, because it's basically like replacing 2 full workouts with just one change Joe Rogan actually makes in the usual version of this exercise. This one's called the Renegade Row. Yeah, I know, the name sounds kind of weird and edgy. It doesn't really make sense at first. However, you know how they say don't judge a book by its cover, right? Same thing here. Don't judge this move by its name. There's actually a solid reason why Joe Rogan keeps this in his workouts. But first, you need to know how to perform it. So here's how you do it properly. First, get into a push-up position with both hands gripping kettlebells or dumbbells on the floor. Keep your shoulders stacked directly over your wrists and your feet set a bit wider than usual because the wider stance gives you way more stability. Now here's the key thing. Don't let your hips twist or wobble. From there, pull one kettlebell towards your ribs. Your elbow should drive up toward the ceiling while your shoulder stays down and relaxed. And make it controlled. No swinging, no cheating. Place it back down, then switch and row the other side. Now this is where most people stop, but Rogan does it a little differently, and honestly, it changes the whole exercise. He adds a full push-up before every single row. So it would go like this. Push up, row left. Push up, then row right. That one small change completely transforms what this movement does. Most exercises are like paying one bill at a time. This one is like paying your rent, electricity, and internet in a single transaction. Same effort, 3 things done. And yeah, I get it, that might have sounded a bit confusing. So let me break it down properly. The push-up part hits your chest, your triceps, and your front shoulders. The row takes care of your lats, your upper back, your rear delts, and your biceps. And the whole time you're holding that plank position, so your core is working as well as your obliques, deep core, even your glutes are fired up. So with one movement, you're basically replacing 3 things: your push day, your pull day, and your core session. And this all sounds great until you do it like a maniac with no plan. Because if you just go all in without structuring it properly, don't be surprised if the next day you can't even push a door open or pull your chair out at the office. So keep it simple. Do 3 sets, around 8 to 10 reps per side, and don't skip the push-up. Seriously, that's the part that makes Rogan's version actually worth doing. Shout out to this comment, and if you want to learn more, just click the subscribe button and sign up for my free newsletter. I love writing, so I do it in my free time, and put some surprises in there as well because I appreciate everyone who watches my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.